Hello there. The Skoda Octavia Mk2 is a fantastic place to be if you love listening to music. And that's because you can store thousands of songs on an SD card, plug the SD card into the car, and then hear your songs through the car's stereo. So let's figure out how. Welcome to CarSpyTV. Right, in this video I'll show you what type of SD card we need, how to configure it so it's compatible with the car, and finally how to insert it into the car and operate the stereo. Good plan, eh? So we need either a full-size SD card like this or a micro SD card like that lives inside an adapter that effectively makes it a full-size SD card. The SD card now needs to be formatted to a file system that makes it compatible with the car, and this only takes a few seconds. So step one is to insert the SD card into a computer, which we have down here. Go on, in you go. There we are. We now need to load some software that lets us manage disk partitions. Now, inevitably, there are lots of types of software that do this, and they all work slightly differently. So the best thing to do is to summarize a typical process using my favorite software, which is called gparted. So if we turn our attention to the top right-hand corner of the screen, we have this drop-down box. And that is a list of all the partitions on this computer. And of course we want the SD card, which is this one here at the bottom, so we'll select that. Now under file system here it says unallocated, which is no use to us, so we'll now go right click, then select new, and now we turn our attention to this area here where it says file system, which is currently set to ext4. But to be compatible with the Skoda, what we want instead is FAT32. All right, so we'll select that and then we'll go add. Okay, so now it says under file system FAT32. So we now need to press the little green tick just up there. We're going to get a warning. I'm just going to ignore that and press apply. Give it a couple of seconds to do its thing. Hurry up. Come on, there we are, all done. And now the SD card is compatible with the Skoda. Next, copy and paste the songs from your computer's hard drive to the SD card, but bear in mind that to work in the car, the songs have to be in one of two formats. Specifically, that's MP3 and unprotected WMA. The car will ignore any other types of file on the SD card. For the purpose of this video, we've copied 4 songs to the SD card, specifically song 1, 2, 3 and 4, all of which are from the YouTube audio library. So here we are back in the car, and the slot for the SD card is just down here at the bottom of the screen. There it is. Can you see that? So all we need to do now is slide the SD card in, and as we do that, the stereo will automatically turn on. There we are, booting up nicely, and as we can see, the stereo automatically starts playing song 1 on the SD card. So let's quickly summarise what these buttons do along the bottom edge of the screen. Scan plays the first 10 seconds of each song and then moves on. I shall demonstrate. So here we are on song 2 now. We'll get the first 10 seconds and then move on to song 3. And this of course gives us a quick fleeting impression as to what's on the SD card. There's song number 3. 10 seconds of that and then it moves on. Now the mix button, which is just here, we'll press that, and now rather than playing the songs 1, 2, 3, 4, it might play them, say 1, 3, 4, 2, or 2, 4, 1, 3, or whatever, just a random order to mix things up. Now the repeat button here, that's obvious enough. We'll press that, and we've now got a choice to repeat either the track or the folder. We'll say track on this occasion. And finally, selection over here, that shows us what's on the SD card, specifically song 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not bad, eh? And that's how to play music on an SD card through the stereo of a Mark II Skoda Octavia. Simple, eh? Now, before you go, don't forget to subscribe to CarSpyTV. That makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video? And while you do that, I'm going to look for my Johnny Cash album. It's round here somewhere. Bye-bye.